You know, sis, intellectuals and artists have always flocked to Paris. And you wouldn't believe how many of them my boss, Margaret, has known.
What is this?
That's a sketch Marc Chagall did while drinking an espresso in the cafe.
Over the years, a lot of them have even given her pieces of their work.
What about this?
That's a sketch Henri Matisse did while eating a brioche in the cafe.
And with Margaret's help, I'm starting to develop quite an eye for art myself.
You know, I never would have appreciated something like this before I came here. What is this?
That's the address of my dry cleaner.
Delicious.
What have you got there?
Got new money-making brainstorm. Gonna launch Bintulu Gourmet Ice Cream Shop. We gonna come up with all those cutesy names like Ben and Jerry's.
Oh, you mean like Cherry Garcia, Wavy Gravy?
And this one, Chunky Monkey.
Gee, if you need some help field testing that.
Sure. You're gonna love it.
This is unbelievable. What are those little chunky bits?
Well, that's the monkey. Hence the name.
Get everyone out of the kitchen. Busboys, dishwashers, kitchen staff. Front and center. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Now, you all know when it comes to immigration status, I have my own personal don't ask, don't tell policy. You don't ask me for a raise, I don't tell on you. But this new right-wing government is cracking down on immigration. I've just had a call. They've closed the Café de Lorient at the end of the street. So anyone who doesn't have any working papers should leave. Well, kid, you got anything you'd like to tell me?
About my immigration status? No, nothing to worry about.
Good.
I don't understand why they don't want immigrants here anyway. In Bintulu, we very immigration friendly. We got saying, send us your tired, your poor, your cheap laborers yearning to be enslaved.
No, you didn't really use refugees as slave labor, huh?
Who you think built Imperial Palace? Santa's little elves?
What have I done?
What have you done?
I lied to Margaret about my immigration status.
You don't have your papers?
I tried.
Oh, it's next to impossible for foreigners to get working papers in France. The only way is to be related to a French national or a permanent resident. I could adopt you.
What am I gonna do? I don't want to get Margaret in trouble, but if I tell her that I don't have my papers, then I'm gonna have to leave this job. Then I'm not gonna have any money, and I'm gonna have to go back to the United States.
And the problem is?
Steve, you're an American, you're working here. How'd you swing that?
My corporation took care of everything. I'm so legal I could run for office. In order for me to be deported, I'd have to get caught mooning President Mitterrand on the Champs-Élysées at high noon on Bastille Day. Again.
Oh, Fabiana, you're a foreigner, but you work here all the time. How do you do that?
I do this, and sometimes this.
No, I mean, how do you work here legally?
Oh, I am getting in under unique services provision. I have special talent no one else has.
What's that?
I do this, and sometimes this.
Oh, Madame Ybarra, how are you here legally?
Oh, French government very liberal about granting asylum. I take over Ayatollah's old apartment. P.U. Whole place smell like hummus and Vicks Vapor Rub.
I want you to tell me, have you ever seen those guys in here before? Mm-hmm. But don't look.
Okay, never seen it before.
No, I mean look, but don't look.
They're upside down, horribly contorted, and entirely unfamiliar to me.
I think they're from immigration. I'm scared to wait on them.
Pretend you're from another European country, then you could work here legally. Piece of steak.
Cake.
No. Piece of steak.
Are you okay?
Oh, yes. Now, next time, let's do this facing each other and naked, huh?
Well, now they're staring at me. If they are from immigration, I'm dead.
Relax. Immigration officials are not so obvious. They're very clever, very stealthy, very hard to detect.
Go back to your own country, you stinking mug!
Or perhaps it is him.
Hey, you there, Madame Butterfly? I suspect you're not French.
No kidding. I suspect you're not brain surgeon.
Adrien Montel, immigration inspecteur. May I see your papers?
I got no papers. I got asylum, which is where I stick you if I'm still running a country.
Gli uomini siete uguali, non è una cosa insopportabile, assolutamente insopportabile. E allora?
My ear, which is finely tuned to every nuance of regional speech, detects that you are not from around here.
Oh, look, there is little man under this hat.
You, skulking off in a posture of existential shame and guilt?
Me? I mean, moi?
I detect an American accent. I would like to see your papers.
Really? That's just what they say in the movies. You know, the ones where someone asks to see someone's papers, only you're the real life paper guy.
Yes, and I would like to see your real-life papers.
My papers. Well, you know, gonna have to be honest with you. I don't have any papers.
And why is that?
Why is that? Why is that? Well, that would be because, because she's my mother. Yes, Mom, I was just explaining to the immigration inspector here that I'm your daughter and you're my mother, which means that my working here is perfectly legal, and that's a good thing because, as you know, he's been handing out incredibly large fines to people who are employing illegal workers with no papers. But luckily, we don't have to worry about that because I'm your daughter and you're my mother, right, Mom?
She's lying. Throw her in jail.
She's such a kidder, she's kidding.
May I see your papers?
Are you serious? I've been an institution in this town for over 50 years. People come to Paris, they want to see the Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe, and the Café Americain.
And when I come to the Café Americain, I want to see your papers. You two want to take that outside? Well, everything seems to be in order.
Well, good. Then, now that that's all settled, have a nice day.
But what proof do you have that you are mother and daughter?
Their behavior. I mean, I have never seen a mother and daughter hug so frequently. I am surprised they're not hugging now.
But do not let me inhibit you. I would like to see this hugging. Please.
Little heart there, Ma. Off the windpipe.
That is lovely. I'll expect you in my office at 4 o'clock tomorrow. I'll be interviewing you separately about your extremely touching mother-daughter relationship. Au revoir.
You little...
Oh, Margaret, I'm sorry. I panicked. I didn't know what to do.
So you dragged me into it, eh? I can't believe this. He's going to find out the truth, and I'm going to lose this place. Cafe Americain is going to close down. Little Miss Holly Aldrich is going to achieve something that even the Third Reich couldn't do.
Margaret, I'm so sorry. I know. You know, I put you in an awful position. I'm just going to go catch this immigration guy, and I'm going to tell him I made everything up.
The damage is done. You can tell him you're an illegal, but he'll still just turn around and find me anyway.
Margaret, look, we can handle this, okay? We have to think of something to do. What are we going to do?
You're going to wait on table 6, and I'm going to plot your death.
Oh, Margaret, I'm sorry. Really. But you know what? We can beat this. We just have to get our stories straight, okay? So tonight, after work, why don't I come over to your place?
Come over to my home?
Well, I have to know where you live, Mom. Please?
Oh, all right. I'll send a car. Blindfold yourself. Twist round 3 times and don't ask any questions.
Thank you so much. It'll be fine. It'll be more than fine. It'll be fun. It'll be just like that movie Green Card.
Green Card? Yes, I love that movie. Very satisfying. At the end, he gets deported.
This place is like a museum. Everywhere you look, some private...
Freeze! Don't touch it. Don't breathe on it. Don't even look at it too hard.
Okay. Why don't we just get started then? Well, what do we do about the fact that I don't speak French that well?
Well, there you go. You're screwed.
Margaret, please. I know. You sent me to boarding school. I wasn't raised here, so I don't speak perfect French. Okay, but I am going to have to know a little something about your life.
Okay, I came to Paris when I was 15. I met a lot of famous people, and I bought a cafe.
Not that little. Well, why don't you tell me a little bit about this?
Don't touch that!
I'm sorry. It's really nice. What is it?
It's a cassette.
All right, why don't we start there? Did you know him?
Mary Cassat. Oh, yeah. You're my kid. Put that down.
I'm sorry. It's really beautiful, though. Where'd you get it?
It was your grandmother's.
Grammys! What was she like?
She was a strong woman. She buried 3 husbands. Unfortunately, they were married to other women at the time. After I ran away to Paris, we never spoke anymore.
What's your secret? After I ran away to Paris, my mother won't shut up. Do this, don't do that.
Well, my mother was the same. She wanted me to live one way, I wanted to live my way. How could I choose church socials in suburbia over socializing with the great minds of Paris? I mean, I knew Edith Wharton, Cole Porter, Eugene Ionesco.
Ionesco? You knew him? I read Rhinoceros in school.
I can remember sitting in the cafe celebrating the liberation with Gene. Yeah, we talked about the war. I told him I thought the collaborators were animals, pigs. Gene looked straight at me, and he said, uglier than pigs. He went home that night and started work on Rhinoceros.
God, Margaret, your life has been so incredible. I'm never going to remember it all.
That's okay. I sent you to that bad boarding school, remember?
Oh, he's probably going to ask why. Okay, why would you send a kid off to boarding school? Well,
You were a very busy woman. You couldn't have a kid hanging around.
Yeah, you tell him that.
Yeah, the cafe life, the late nights. You were catering to the demands of your famous clientele.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, it's obvious. Look at the life that you led. The last thing you would have time for is a kid.
You're damn right. I was living my life and there was no room in it for a kid. I don't want to talk about this anymore, okay? Study night is over. Get the hell out of here.
Don't go away. We'll be right back. Marcel, what am I gonna do? I mean, I really screwed up big time with this one.
Oh, you mean you and Margaret?
No, I mean me and the Easter Bunny. Yes, of course I mean me and Margaret. I feel awful about what I did. I mean, I just dragged her into this. Now she hates me. She practically bit my head off last night. And then I have this interview this afternoon. I just know I'm
Well, you know what you must do then?
What?
Stop sniveling. You want to help Margaret? Be Margaret. Do you think she's nervous? No, she's going to go in there. She's going to chew up that petty bureaucrat and spit him out. The best way for you to help Margaret out of the mess that you put her in is to go in there and be a man. Be a woman. Hear you roar. I don't know. You know what I mean.
I can't believe you. I just came to you for a little comfort, and what do you give me? The wit and wisdom of Helen Reddy? And where the hell do you get off telling me I have to roar? I don't roar. I'm not a roarer, okay? So just take your advice, fold it in 3 corners, and stick it where the soleil don't shine.
Perfect. Talk to him just like that. You'll come out smelling like a nose.
Hey, you, husky boy. Have I got a taste treat for you?
Get away from me with that stuff. I can't believe what you've been Toulouse put in your ice cream. Although I do have to thank you for one thing. I learned that primates give me gas.
Oh, no. Turns out Chunky Monkey didn't go over so well in the marketing test. We had to throw out that and a whole lot of other delicious flavors. Mongoose Ripple, Toucan Crunch, and General's personal favorite, Butter Pecanese.
So what's that?
We decided to go much more traditional. This just good old-fashioned mint chocolate chip.
It's actually very good. You may be onto something here.
The secrets are all natural ingredients. Mint, chocolate, and chip.
Chip? Chip who? Oh my God!
Madame Hunt, let us begin. Now, for our first question, what was the name of your daughter's first boyfriend?
Tom Jones, like the Fielding novel.
Tom Jones, like that guy in Vegas that all the women throw underwear at?
Do you and your daughter fight often?
All the time.
Not at all.
Did Holly act up as a child?
All the time.
Not at all.
Does Holly date?
Not at all.
All the time.
What did Holly wear to her high school prom?
A dress.
Could you describe it?
It was long.
Could you be more specific?
You know what? I can't be specific. Congratulations, you've done it. You found me out. I don't know what my daughter wore to her prom. I wasn't around to see her off to the prom. I sent her away to boarding school. And I don't know her very well. Maybe I was too busy living my own life to be a mother. Maybe it's something I regret. Maybe I do things differently if I had the chance again. Well, you have to make choices in this life. That's the choice I made.
I applaud your amateur theatrics. I have just one more question. What in the world made you think you'd get away with this? How dare you waste the French government's time? Did you really think I'd fall for this pathetic charade? I'm gonna throw the book at you so hard, you'll be picking binding out of your teeth.
You little man. You speck on my shoe. You talk to me like this?
Are you trying to scare me? You're laughable. How the hell did you even get this job?
What, did you draw something on a matchbook? How dare you call me a liar? You're lucky I don't.
Come over this desk and feed you your tie, you pompous,
Puffed up,
patronizing,
puny.
little pissant.
So he's dropping the case, huh?
Yeah, he found the results of the interview inconclusive. And I think we kind of scared him a bit.
So you'll be staying around for a while.
Oh, please. I'm harder to get rid of than a bad cold.
Yeah, and the effect you have on me is somewhat similar. I'm confused, I'm lightheaded. Now, if you could just get to the part where you keep me in bed for a week.
Well, Margaret, we really had him going there, didn't we? Mm-hmm. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he sent you a Mother's Day card. So, what did you say about me in there?
Who remembers? I was tap dancing 1,000,000 miles an hour.
I remember what I said about you.
Well, then you win the prize.
I said that you were the most generous, giving woman I've ever known.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. So does that jog your memory at all?
Nope. Okay, I might have said, nah. Maybe I said, no, I don't like that about you, actually. I could have gone,
Never mind. Forget I asked.
I told him you had guts. What you did took guts.
Trying to fool immigration?
No jerking me around. And if you ever do anything like that ever again, I'll not only see that you get deported, but I will personally stuff you in the wheel well of the plane.
So you think I got guts, huh?
Yeah, guts. I said it all right. Guts. But don't think that changes anything. You got no special bond. I'm not your mother, I'm your boss, so go back to work.
Hey, excuse me. Does Cafe Americain mean freeloaders welcome in some language I'm not familiar with? You think de Gaulle had to pay and you don't? Cough it up. Come on.
That's my girl.
Okay. Margaret, please.
What?
Okay? Margaret, I have spoken to the new busboys. I told them all about the immigration inspector and what we had to go through. So, now they know that to work here, they have to be absolutely legal. Guys, I want you to meet your new boss.
Mom!